Yo, 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 yo. What's good with it? What's good with it? Welcome back to A1 Hoop Zone. Man, y'all know what time it is, man. It's time to cook up. It's time to get going. What's good with it, Money Brown? Salute to you, bro. Appreciate you sliding through this joint, man. Appreciate you sliding through. My bad, y'all. My apologies. Had to start a little bit later than usual this time around, man. Had some baby appointments to go to. So y'all know how that go. Y'all know how that go. But we here, man. We missed last week. Dropped a premiere video on some topics I wanted to cook on with y'all, man. So hopefully y'all enjoyed that joint. Y'all got to check that out. And again, I was able to be a little active in the chat with some people with that one, so that was a little fun too. But again, man, just had to get a quick cookout. Don't want to miss no days. Trying to stay as consistent as I possibly can. But y'all know how I go, man. We gotta keep working. We gotta keep grinding. We gotta keep pushing. But I ain't gonna waste no time. I'm gonna get right into it. I know it's Friday night, man. People got things to do. And hey, it's a beautiful weekend, man. Out here, it's a little toasty. It's about 105 outside, so it's a little toasty, man. So looking to get out there and get a run in too, man. To be honest with y'all, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. But first thing up, man, one of the topics I wanted to jump in on right away is this LeBron James situation, man. Uh, a lot of people gonna say, like, bro, what is it now with LeBron, man? Right now, again, if you're new to the channel, if you just now, tuning in for your first time, absolutely don't make it your last time, man. But hey, this channel, we not LeBron haters over here, man. We appreciate what LeBron has done for the game, on and off the court, what he do for the James family, things of that nature. But at the same time, man, we gotta call things out as we see it. When it comes to LeBron, man, we know he all about the theatrics. He all about keeping his name out there. You know what I mean? Getting and staying in the moment as much as he can. Primarily, what am I talking about? The situation with Kyrie, bruh. This situation, this situation with Kyrie, as y'all saw in my thumbnail, I put it on there. I had LeBron in the corner thing, looking like he crying and he thinking about some things. Man, I could have put all type of crying memes and emojis, but I didn't. I only put that up there because I'm just like, bro, not again, bro, not again, man. Let Kyrie have his moment. Let Luka have his moment. Let these young guns have their moments, man. And the only reason I'm saying that is because LeBron put out a tweet, and what did he say? I'm so happy, you know what I'm saying, and to watch him continue his growth. And at the same time, I'm so effing mad I am not his running mate anymore. He's the most gifted player the NBA has ever seen. What's good with it, Ricky Williams? Salute to you, bro. Salute to you, bro. Salute to my OG Ricky Williams in the building. What's good with it, bro? Yeah, he said they go. Yeah, that's they go. Not y'all. That's they go. But yeah, so I'm gonna repeat that for y'all can hear it, man. He said, I'm so effing happy. And again, he's speaking to Kyrie. I'm so effing happy to watch him continue his growth. And at the same time, I'm so effing mad that I'm not his running mate anymore. He's the most gifted player the NBA has ever seen. Now, why is this funny to me? Why do I feel like, man, this is the most diva-ish thing in the mother world that you could be like, bruh, allow this man to have his moment. Allow this, like, you don't have to end, like, LeBron is becoming the Floyd Mayweather of the NBA. And for y'all that are boxing enthusiasts that love boxing, however you want to put it, we all know when it comes to boxing, if you ask Floyd a question, he's going to implement himself in there before he even answers the question. LeBron is starting to do that to the fifth power right now. And I'm like, bruh, I'm so mad I'm not his running mate anymore. And I thought it was funny because at the same time of him being diva-ish about it, he also extended an olive branch out to Kyrie saying like, hey, I still want to play with you some way or somehow, you know, whether that be I come to Dallas or, you know what I'm saying, if things don't work out with Luka, we can link up somewhere else. Like, that's all I'm seeing from this. Our brother Ricky Ricky said LeBron's the only player who could have done everything MJ did but chose not to. They wild, man. Bro, I'm telling you, man. I looked at this joint. I'm just like, man, come on, LeBron. Like, you going like this? This is worse than that man hairline right now, bro. I'm like, bro, you going out in a whole different type of way where it's like, LeBron, it is okay, bro. Like, it's okay. So you extending the olive branch out, letting Kyrie know you still have an interest in potentially playing with him. That was another side I saw. That when I saw this right away, that was a different side that I started thinking of. Like, oh, okay, maybe he's extending the olive branch, letting Kyrie know, like, hey, if things don't work out, I'm still right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm still interested. I still might want to be able to try and be peanut butter and jelly again, some type of situation like that. Monty said that's what's happening. That's what happens when you soft. He said LeBron try to be too cool. Man, I'm telling you, bro. And I was like, oh nah, man, don't see this is bad, man. Don't say this. I was the only thing I was thinking, LeBron, don't say this, bro. This is all bad. Like, why? Why, man? What's good with it? Daniel Berry sports highlights in the building. Salute to you, man. Appreciate you coming through. Appreciate you coming through. Hey, Daniel, keep doing those lives, man. I haven't been able to be active, but I've been there for all of them and make sure I hit that like button and support the grind. I couldn't be active in the chat. My babies have been sick lately, man. Both of them having fevers and things of that nature. So I've been MIA from the YouTube world for a little minute, man. On daddy duties, just trying to drop my content when they go to sleep and things of that nature, man. So definitely keep grinding and keep doing those lives, man. Everyone's enjoying it. I know I'm enjoying it, so keep pushing and keep grinding, bro. But back to LeBron, though, man. Yeah, bro. He going out bad. He going out bad, and it's okay for you to let it be known that you want to potentially reunite with Kyrie. That's cool. And you saying that he's one of the most gifted players the NBA has ever seen. That's cool too, because that's definitely an opinion and probably a fact as well. But at the same time, let me get to this. My brother Ricky said, let that man have his moment. Low key, Kyrie, the main reason they got a chip. I've seen LeBron get cooked by 3 of his contemporaries, like officially cooked. Yes, sir. That is 100% accurate. And I agree 110%. We've seen it time and time and again. And again, bruh, I couldn't agree. I couldn't agree with the statement more, Ricky. I couldn't agree more, bro. Monty said Kobe keep his support behind the scene and let young players flourish and have their light. That's a fact, bro. When I look at any type of Kobe interview where they were asking him about a player, he did not say back when I was this age or this he's my best ex-teammate or a running mate. He never said any of that. Kobe completely removed himself from that conversation and answered it from a very fan and kind of like a cohort type of a response. He never interjected himself into them type of things, man. It's just for some odd reason, bro. LeBron's just like, it's like, bro, I need you to take that diva knob and turn that joint down a few notches, man. Like it bothers me a little bit. If I'm being honest, it bothers me. But him saying that, I'm like, bro, some of the stuff he said was absolutely facts. But you wanting to say about like you putting yourself in there and say, I miss being his running mate. I get it's olive branch, bro. Like, but do that behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Kyrie's response to that, he was, and again, I'm gonna paraphrase. Kyrie was just like, I appreciate that, man. You know, like I learned a lot from him, blah, blah, yada, yada. It was just kind of saying, like, hey, I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? You're acknowledging the work. But at the same time, Kyrie kind of threw a little, you know what I'm saying, a little olive branch back, like, hey, we'll welcome you in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Kyrie was like, we'll welcome you in Dallas if you want to, you know what I'm saying? So again, they definitely playing chess at the highest level of kind of gauging each other's interests and things of that nature. But I feel that Kyrie is extremely happy right now with what he has going on with the Mavs, what he has going with Luka and how they're looking. I feel like he's happy. He's enjoying it. Mark Cuban is absolutely showering that man with nothing but love. And you can see how content and how happy he is and how appreciative he is and where he's at right now. You can see it as clear as day. My brother Ricky said the Celtics look like they've been ready for the Dallas all year. He said Dallas got to make the adjustments. That's the thing, Ricky, is I believe Dallas can make the adjustments. Look at it this way. If they didn't have a 17-point lead, they were played even for the entirety of that game. The only thing that kind of saved the Celtics was the fact that, again, that first quarter. And again, we know it's 40. You got to play all 48 minutes. Otherwise, you're going to come up short. Porzingis coming out, having a hell of a game. So it gives them an opportunity to look at the Celtics from a fully healthy type of perspective where, okay, for the Mavs, honestly, the adjustment I would make, what I would do is I would hunt out Porzingis and pick and roll situations. Same way the Celtics were doing exactly what I said they were going to do, which is make Luka play defense. I said that in my prediction video and I think in my preview breakdown. I said exactly what the Celtics were going to do to get them to win, and they did just that. For the Mavs to counteract that, hunt Porzingis out and pick and roll situation, primarily with Luka being the pick and roll person and make Porzingis play defense and move his feet, because Porzingis is going to foul. He fouls a lot as well when he has to guard one-on-one defense with guards. The blueprint is out there for that. So I think you're going to see a lot of that in game 2. You're not going to see Kyrie have a mediocre showing like he did in game 1. I think it was just like, okay, I went out, I didn't have my best game. I came out flat. Now in game 2, he's going to come out in the way where it's going to go right back to seeing we're going to see Mavericks basketball being played. And I'm telling y'all, you're going to see a whole different beast with those two. Again, you're going to need Derrick Jones Jr. to do some type of scoring, some type of help. Tim Hardaway Jr. going to have to show up in some type of capacity. He's going to have to do something. And I think we're going to see it. We're going to see some adjustment. I think we're going to see a totally different game too, honestly. Monty said, Ricky, hell yeah, undefeated this year, if I'm not mistaken. That's a fact, Monty. They are 2-0 versus the Mavs this year. 2-0. And I think overall, when I did the breakdown of it, I said for the overall franchise record, they're 46-40 overall against each other for career matchups. But this year they're 2-0. And in the games they played in 2-0, it was a situation where Kyrie got hurt in one game and then the other game. So it was like one of those things where everybody wasn't fully healthy on the Mavs side, but the Celtics always they were full strength every single time. So it's definitely gonna be interesting. What's good with the team? Salute to you, man. Appreciate you sliding through. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I cannot wait for game 2, bro. I cannot wait till tomorrow. Wait, that game. Let me double check that. That is tomorrow because I know it's every 2 days. Make sure I'm not tripping, man. Let me double check. Y'all give me 1 second. I gotta make sure. Got to make sure. No, it's Sunday. Okay, so the game is on Sunday. Okay, so I couldn't remember the formatting of how they break it down for the finals. If they kind of give them, what is it, 3 days in between or something like that? I couldn't remember. But yeah, so I can't wait to see that game Sunday. It should be a hell of a game, man. But I believe the Mavs are going to make the adjustment. And for my early prediction for that, I'm picking the Mavs for game 2. I picked the Mavs for game 1. And I said, but I did say for a caveat in that, I said, now if Porzingis is playing and he does this, and this, and the Celtics are going to win. I called it out before, but I presumably picked the Mavs. Now for game 2, prematurely, I'm picking the Mavs to win game 2. They're going to make the adjustments. You're going to see that be made, and they're going to tie the series 1-1 going back to Dallas. Now, if they go down 2-0 to the Celtics did exactly what they were supposed to do, which is protect home court, and now you look to go on the road and steal a game or close it out in Dallas. If you have an opportunity to go up 3-0 and then with a closeout game in Dallas, go for it. You have to go guns a-blazing. But if Porzingis is not playing, it changes the whole dynamic of this matchup, man. He in this particular series, he is the pendulum of power for this matchup. But again, they can use that against the Celtics now. They can get him in foul trouble. They can get him out of the game as well. Like, it's just when on the offensive end, Porzingis he represents a problem on the defensive end. Even though they were hyping up his elite rim protector and all, like Porzingis has been bodied. He's been put in the rim a few times as well, man. So it's just a matter of time. It ain't nothing different. Monty said Kyrie is the reason they lost. He can't go quiet like that in the finals. Luka got his 30. If Kyrie got his 30, they win. That's a fact, bro. That's why I said, like, it was just an off game for him. That's the only way I can chalk it up because he's shown up in big moments more than, you know what I'm saying, more than one time for me. So you're gonna have those games sometimes. I don't see Kyrie showing up and having a mediocre game like that again. I just don't see it. My brother Ricky Regan said Porzingis is a bonus. He was cooking before he got that injury. Glad to see he's able to bounce back to form. Yeah, that's a fact, bro. And that's why I said, like, when I said it, if he's able to come back and be like how he was prior to that injury, it's gonna be tough for Dallas to beat this Celtics team because they got weapons, bro. You got obviously the two big guns automatically. You got Tatum and Brown, but then you got the veteran leadership of Drew Holiday, and you got the veteran leadership of Derek White. People sleep on the fact that Derek White, they not understanding he is a product of the Spurs, Coach Popovich Spurs, and he played with that team that everybody feared the Spurs because they called it fundamental or boring basketball, but it was a winning brand of basketball. People hated it, but he was a part of that. A lot of people forget that, man. But yeah, it's going to be a tight one. So I'm going to get back to this LeBron Cook, this quote of him saying that, right? So LeBron said all that. Again, in my eyes, he going out bad. Don't mention it, bro. It's a bad look. But the thing that tripped me out and that caught me off guard, I should say, man, is Kendrick Perkins' response to it. Man, Perkins definitely did one or two things. He called LeBron and was like, hey, I'm going to do something that I'm going to say some things, and it might ruffle your feathers of you being my friend. Because, you know, obviously we all know that Kendrick Perkins is an avid supporter of LeBron. But he had to reach out to LeBron. The way he was talking, he had to have reached out. Because I just don't see him. Like, I've seen Kendrick Perkins in protective mode wearing a cape all too often when it came to LeBron. But for him to kind of fire off like he did at the helm like this time, It's different. So I'm gonna read to y'all what he said, man. He said, "Here we go again," meaning LeBron James, weaseling his way into somebody else's moment. This is not about you. Your team is at home. You're so mad and disappointed that you're not Kyrie Irving's running mate anymore. End quote. I will repeat that. Here we go again. LeBron James weaseling his way into somebody else's moment. This is not about you. Your team is at home. You're so mad and disappointed that you're not there or you're not Kyrie's running mate anymore. I'm like, bruh, like, I'm like, yeah, Kendrick must be going on some of that Henny here. What's good with it, Jay Harrison? Salute to you. Appreciate you stopping through. I'm like, yeah, he must be going on some of that Henny here because when have y'all ever heard Perk talk like that to LeBron? You know what I mean? Or referencing when the conversation is about LeBron. You ain't never really heard Kendrick Perkins come off, you know what I'm saying some stuff like that. You know what I mean? And and it just was like one of them things, man. I was more so shocked at the fact that like Kendrick came off saying like Big Perk came out saying that, but I wasn't as shocked when it came to LeBron, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, voicing what he said, but then I knew right when he said that I'm not his running mate anymore, automatically just boom. You know what I'm saying? You poking yourself right into the middle of that moment. I was like, oh man, he gonna get some backlash for this. I knew immediately he was gonna get backlash, but I did not expect Big Perk to come out, you know what I'm saying, from the top rope off the top of the building, you know what I'm saying, laying it down like that. I didn't expect that at all. But I'm just like, bro, yeah, LeBron, you gotta let it go, man. Allow these young players to have their moment. And if you're gonna voice your opinion, not concerned, but voice your opinion, voice some type of, you know what I'm saying, regretfulness, whatever the case may be, right? There's a way to do that without interjecting yourself into this particular moment. You know what I mean? You could give Kyrie all the praises, but you don't have to say you're pissed you're not his running mate anymore. I'm not telling this man how he should talk. I'm just saying from a standpoint of you don't have to be diva-ish to be able to give this man his flowers or give attention to a situation, and you got to be a diva about it at the same time. You know what I mean? It just come off to me as weird energy, like weird vibe type energy that he did that. But again, you know, that man is at a stature in life and he can do whatever he want when he want because he reigns supreme. And a lot of people call him they GOAT and things like that. We all know GOAT is subjective. Anybody can be an individual's GOAT. It's a matter of who you like and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I coined the phrase when I said, I coined the phrase when I said GOAT, you know what I'm saying? Greatest of our time is kind of the more accurate thing you can say. That way, you know what I'm saying? Because there's going to be greats for each era that you play basketball. You know what I mean? Obviously, a lot of people jump right into the the Jordan situation, right? Everybody's saying Jordan this. And it's still to this point, you still got people arguing saying he's the greatest of all time. But there's an era period that goes with that. You know what I'm saying? Jordan heat praise and gave his to Dr. J and others that came before him. You know what I mean? Wilt. I mean, if y'all don't know, man, Wilt used to look at Jordan like, bro, you ain't nothing. Like, use a little, you know what I mean? Like, that's how Wilt treated Jordan. And a lot of people don't know that, bro. Like the same way people look at Jordan and he treat them like they some little peon or you know what I'm saying, you're a little this and that. Wilt Chamberlain treated Jordan that exact same way. That's why Jordan gives his predecessors that type of respect and things like that, man. And a lot of people sleep on that. They don't know that. And I'm like, bro, I ain't telling you to be a historian of basketball, but it's like, don't fall in love with a moment of a particular player because the game is going to outlive any player that you're a fan of that's your favorite. You know what I mean? Obviously, nobody can tell you to change your fandom or change who you're a fan of, but I'm just saying is like, you got to realize that, you know, that's the case, man. Ricky said LeBron will be the first black NBA commissioner. Hey, that's wild. That's wild. That's wild, man. That's funny as hell. The first NBA black commissioner. Hey, it's possible. You know what I mean? Him or CP3. It's gonna be one of them. It's gonna be one of them. But yeah, man. There's ways he can go about doing it, man. There's ways he can definitely go about doing it. It's just a matter of, like I said, he has to be able to kind of rock with it and go with it like that. You know what I mean? He got to be able to rock with it and go with it. It's just, he got to let it go, man. He got to let it go. Same thing with the hair situation, bro. Like my man's got a what is it? The ball Caesar fade all around the bottom and sides. But then that top part went on vacation permanently. And that boy took some from here and put that here. And all of a sudden now he got a fade fro. I ain't never seen that a fade fro in my life. Y'all don't know what a fade fro is. It's like your hair low enough to be a fade, but for some reason that hair is sticking up. So you might as well got a fade fro. You know what I mean? So Monty said LeBron so damn worrisome. His own son don't want to play with his. Oh man, that you know what's funny, bro? That's the crazy thing, bro. Like that's what I said when I was saying. Brother Ricky said he got a hair mo. Once again, salute to you. Appreciate you stopping through. Appreciate you stopping through. Salute to you. You got a hair mo. I'm telling you, bro. Like it's at times you gotta, you know what I'm saying, you gotta welcome what's going on. You gotta be able to welcome what's going on up here. You gotta take this for what this is and roll with the punches, bro. Because LeBron, like, man, like, oh my goodness, bro. Like there's moments where that man leaned down, the cameraman ain't right. You always see LeBron, you know what I'm saying, going like this all the time, bro. I'm like, hey, that's not gonna make that fade fro lay down, bro. That fade fro is there. You know what I'm saying? That fade fro is there. That peach fuzz is not gonna lay down, bro. You can wear a do-rag as tight as you want and as long as you want. It's not gonna lay down. Oh man, that cracks me up, man. Oh my goodness. But but yeah, man. So but yeah, like I said, man, I just felt like he's definitely interjecting himself into Kyrie's moment, and he's also extending an olive branch at the same time in this moment as well. So would I'll say this. If the Mavericks don't win the championship, could I see LeBron going to the Mavs? It is an absolute possibility. Why? Right now in his career and as this stage, we know that LeBron is absolutely still one of the best players in the league and can get the job done in spurts and moments when you need him to. But he wants to compete for championships. So what does that mean? If the Mavs obviously they made it to the finals. If they fall short, that could be a sole reason to go there because they have a nucleus in place where he's a free agent. They ain't got to sign. They ain't got to get rid of nobody. They ain't got to make no changes at all. He would just be an addition. He'd be a piece to be added, right? For him, he could do it. I mean, he could go anywhere. He could go to the Warriors and team up with Clay and Steph. And people would say what? They would lose their minds, but he wants to compete for a championship. If he went to the Warriors, they can easily say like that the Warriors didn't even make the playoffs. You know what I mean? They didn't make the playoffs. So in the case and situation of it, we can literally just say like, okay, they didn't make it. If he's going to a place where they had a losing record. If he goes to the Mavs and they don't win a final or don't win a championship, they're going to say he was, you know what I'm saying, he played with this team or he's there with them. You know what I mean? That's what they're going to do. They're going to say he played for a team that made the finals. Now, if they win the championship, there's no way in hell he could go to the Mavs. No matter what, he could not go to the Mavs. If he went to the Mavs after they won a championship, he's going to get eviscerated for being like a super ring chaser to the fifth degree. People already eviscerated Kevin Durant for going to the Warriors, even though the Warriors eliminated his team. Regardless of the fact, they still went to the finals, like, and they were a powerhouse team. In this case and situation, that would be the same thing. The Mavs are considered a powerhouse team because you got two bona fide superstars in Kyrie and Luka. But again, like I keep reiterating, telling y'all, would I be surprised if he went there? No, I would not be surprised at all. But I know one thing is for sure, though. Bronny, like my brother Monty said earlier, Bronny wants to make his merit on his own name. He does not want to be in his daddy's shadow and having his daddy be the reason he makes a team or is getting minutes. You know what I mean? So yeah, my brother Ricky said go to the hair club and become a client. He ain't fooling nobody. Get that sponsorship money, bruh. I don't know if the hair club can do nothing for him, man. Like right now, bro, he like him and Floyd Mayweather is in the runnings for like a whole different type of, I don't know. Like LeBron, I ain't never seen nobody go from completely bald to having dang near as much hair as I got on my head. And speaking of Floyd Mayweather, and then you got LeBron who went from having as much hair as I have on the side of my head to all of a sudden just having a peach fuzz of a fade on top in that little bowl area. I'm like, bro, only thing he had to do was go low all the way around. similar to a little bit higher, a little bit longer than the Doc Rivers haircut. You know what I mean? Doc Rivers is borderline bald headed, but he got hair there where you can still see if he gets a haircut, you can see it. That's what he should do. But hey, man, I guess when you're a billionaire, bro, you can go out there and have your hair look like a SOS pad or some taco meat. Shout out to KD. Shout out to KD, man. Ricky Reed said, I don't even count that bubble ring. The only reason I count it, bro, is because the league was going, man. We've had lockout seasons. Somebody had to be coined a champion at some point, so I can't sweep it under the rug. I just, you know what I'm saying? Again, I just added to the number of them that's going. That's how I look at it, at least. My brother Monty said, hey, he said, Ricky, that bubble count now, my brother. Everybody was in the same boat, and I got my shirt and hat. We claiming that ring. Yeah, Monty. I didn't get no shirt and hat from it, bro, but I'm not gonna discredit it. I'll take it. Now, do I look at it as with that same sense of pride? You know what I'm saying? 2011, when Kobe and Gasol or Kobe and Shaq was on it. Now, I don't look at it the same way. I don't hold it in that same mirror, but I ain't gonna treat it like the redhead stepchild or something like that. I ain't gonna do that to it though. We're gonna give it its proper just due and respect now. For sure. But yeah, man. So that's my take, you know what I'm saying, real quick on LeBron and his olive branch and the Kyrie situation, man. Wanted to definitely tap in on that part of that. What else was I about to say, man? What's my next one I got, man? So playoff recap. I've done it a couple times, man, just kind of going series by series and things of that nature, man. Ricky said the bubble ring gonna go for $250 at the pawn store. Hey, that's wild. That's wild. you said that bubble ring, that ring gonna go for a pair of Jordans, huh? That's wild, bro. That's wild. That's wild business right there, man. That's wild business. Um, man. But yeah, man, I think the playoffs this year, man, it's been crazy. It's been absolutely crazy. Like some of them, you knew what series was gonna be over. In the other series, you kind of you wasn't 100% sure, and you knew it was gonna be some type of, you know what I'm saying, some type of dogfight one way or another. And so I'm just like, man, like I was excited all year round about the playoffs, and I was watching it. You know what I'm saying? This year, the games I did get to catch, I was excited to watch it because it was like you just never know. That Knicks and Indiana series, you didn't know. That Knicks and 76ers series, you didn't know. But it was still a fantastic series from the point of just seeing some of these historical franchises, some of those cornerstone big market franchises making a splash again, making their city relevant again, making their team relevant. So it was a hell of a thing to see, man. And I was just like, man, it felt good to see a shakeup from a standpoint of you not seeing the same monotonous teams making it back to the NBA Finals. You know what I mean? It felt good to see a Denver Nuggets team go head to head with a young Timberwolves team that was extremely hungry and was built specifically to beat the Denver Nuggets. Like you could see that, and I said it in a different video, man, where I said the Denver Nuggets GM went to become the Minnesota Timberwolves GM, and that GM built that Timberwolves team specifically to beat that Nuggets team. You could see it. You could see it. And even Jokic admitted and said the same thing. That team was built to beat us. Plain and simple. And it was like, and it's fun to see, you know what I'm saying, the Nuggets again do what they had to do last year and snatch up a chip. That was amazing to see them win a championship. And then obviously we're gonna have a different team win it this year. So it's like for me, I kind of enjoy seeing, you know what I'm saying, these other teams, these younger teams or teams out of nowhere that's first being healthy, but secondly catching fire at the right time of the year. And I've always said that those are the team that's gonna win a championship. Imagine if the Warriors would have hit their stride and Steph was playing like he was playing earlier prior to his injury, where people were like, man, Steph is, oh my goodness, like Steph is cooking. Or if it would have been the Sacramento Kings when De'Aaron Fox was going off and leading them boys to everything, him and Sabonis was going off and doing what they were doing. Like imagine if it's like one of these teams that hit their stride at the right moment. I like what we're seeing from the Mavs. The Mavs were kind of teetering all year long. And then as soon as it came around that playoff time, what did they start doing? They start trending in the right direction. They start trending in the direction of playing the right brand of basketball, getting into the rhythm of things. Kyrie and Luka started clicking at the right time, and here they are in the NBA Finals. Only team I can say that's been steadfast from the beginning all the way up to this point right now is the Celtics. They had what? They had the best record in the league by over 10 games. The Celtics been riding the same wave the entire year, consistently riding that exact same wave, and they got themselves back to the finals. And now it's like, okay, they got 3 more to get to before they capture that championship. Now, I'll say this: if they fall short and they don't win a championship, what do they do as far as from a changes perspective? Because what happened? They've made it to the finals a few times now and it fell short. You change coaches. Okay. You still again got the #1 record in the league. You made it back to the finals. What's going to be the next change if they fall short and if they don't win a championship this year? What changes will be made? They got Porzingis, absolute difference maker for them. What you got Drew Holiday, you got Derek White. What other changes can you make to make this team better outside of shoring up your bench a little bit more, adding a little bit more depth? Outside of that, if they don't win, bro, it's gonna be. I would think Jason Tatum is gonna take a huge hit on his confidence, on his reputation, and all. I think he's gonna take a huge hit if they don't win. If the Mavs don't win, I don't think it's going to be a situation of like Luka takes a hit, Kyrie takes a hit. I think it's just going to be that they have some gaps that they need to fill, and they need to add a little bit more depth. Tim Hardaway Jr. has not been showing up for them. He's been battling injury and things of that nature. So they'll get somewhat of a pass if the Mavs don't win it this year. They'll get a little bit of a pass. And there's some areas where they'll be able to go out there, mate, and add some more people to the team that can help them get better. You know what I mean? So for them, it's like they get a little bit of a pass. But for the Celtics, they won't get much of a pass. I just have a feeling if they don't win it, bro, you're going to see some shakeup of some sort. Or there's definitely going to be some, like, you're just going to look at them as that team that they always have a fire, you know what I'm saying? Great regular season, hell of a regular season. But then when it comes to the playoffs, they make it to the finals, and the finals are the end game, and they lose every single time. That's going to be the reputation. Like, people aren't going to take them serious as a true you know what I'm saying, championship contender. They're going to take them as a person that can make a deep playoff run, and they're going to crumble in the biggest moment. That's what they're going to do. But for me, I'm like, nah, bro, like, I want to see the series. I want to see how it plays out. I want to see how it goes. But for the playoffs, like I said, as a playoff recap this year, it's been amazing for me personally. I've enjoyed it. I didn't enjoy the fact that my Lakers, you know what I'm saying, got again essentially swept by the goddamn Nuggets again. But hey, you know, you play dumb. You know, you play what you win. You know what I mean? And my Lakers definitely could have won the series. We definitely was up. You know what I'm saying? Had opportunities to be up in this series and fell short again. So I'm not giving out no passes. They're not getting no pass from me. They should have won the damn series, and you know, we would have been seeing what was next, but they fell short. What can you say? You know, keep going. Obviously, you see changes to be made, and I'm gonna cook on the changes for the Lakers a little bit too. Matter of fact, I'm done with the recap. I'm gonna segue right into that now. So my Lakers, man, I already cooked LeBron earlier about him and his jumping on the bandwagon of the moment thing. So we ain't gonna revisit that. But this head coaching situation again, I had it in my thumbnail. I had the coaches that they had as potential candidates up. You know what I'm saying, for y'all to see it in the thumbnail, and it's boiling down to, you know what I'm saying, they got JJ Redick being one of them, right? And you hearing that, and then you got the UConn's head coach as well being the other one, right? And he told me he's going to go visit the Lakers this Friday or today. He's going to go visit the Lakers today about a potential coaching opportunity with the Lakers, right? Now, again, either one of these two coaches is going to be an easy scapegoat to have if the Lakers do not have a successful season or successful seasons. They're going to be easy scapegoats to have. Why? If you move up a college coach to be in a first-time head coaching position in the NBA, he's going to get scrutinized if there is an instant, if there is an instant success. If it's not microwave success, he's going to get crucified for it. Now, the thing I would say about that when I tell people, I'm like, well, you coming to the purple and gold as a coach, the only success they care about and they want is a championship. You can't just make the playoffs. You can't just make the the second round or the conference finals or the finals. It's championship or bust when you wear that purple and gold, especially if you have a LeBron and AD on your team. That's why there's so much heat coming out of LA, you know what I'm saying, for the Lakers. That's why they're getting so much. That's why so much scrutiny is there, because it's such a historical successful franchise where it's championship or bust. But then again, with LeBron and AD being here, that puts more pressure for it to be championship or bust. They got to pull through. Brother Monty said they need Luke Walton as a coach. No, Luke Walton did coach the Lakers before, bro, and they got his out of there as well. they got they got him out of there as well. My brother Ricky Williams said JJ Redick equals LeBron's pick. And that's it. That's the crazy part, Ricky, is that, you know what I'm saying, he did set up the podcast with JJ Redick. So he was dropping kind of little breadcrumbs there to show that he'll support, or he supports JJ Redick and things of that nature. But at the same time, like, if you bring in somebody in that's not gonna challenge LeBron, or that LeBron is gonna give that ultimate like nod of approval or respect to, like how he did with Ty Lue, when Ty Lue kind of stepped to him and let him know, like, nah, this is my team. You know what I'm saying? You might be the leader on the court, but this is my team. And LeBron fell in line with that. It's only been 2 coaches he's done that for. Only 2. He did it for Ty Lue, and he did it for Coach Spo. And the only reason he did it for Coach Spo was because of Pat Riley was backing Coach Spo. Pat Riley came out of that presidential suite, told LeBron, like, hey, it's my team. Sit your ass down and listen. Plain and simple. No, but the thing that come with Pat Riley is the weight of success that he's had in his NBA coaching career and his career being in the front office. That's why LeBron listened to Pat Riley to trust in Coach Spo, and LeBron had ultimate trust when it came to that. But he also did not like the fact of being told to, this is my team. We're going to do stuff my way. It ain't no other way. It's my way, period. Point blank. LeBron didn't like that. That's why he went back to Cleveland. Now he linked up with Ty Lue. Ty Lue looked him eye to eye and said, this is my team. You know what I'm saying? We can talk about some things, but ultimately, this is my team. I run this team. I am the coach. Ty Lue challenged him in different ways and things of that nature, but why was he able to get away with that? Ty Lue had success with playing with some of the greatest players in NBA history. Shaq and Kobe winning championships and tutelage under Phil Jackson. Again, all these things are tools that he understands what it means. He understands personalities. He understands how to deal with it. He understands when it's time to, you know what I'm saying, buck up and let him know, like, nah, this is like, you know what I'm saying, when the young lion is coming to challenge the old, you know what I'm saying, the old lion in the building that got the black mane and things of that nature. There's certain things, there's certain steps to it, there's certain elements to it, there's certain things you got to do. I'm not saying establish a dominance, but at the same time, let it be known that, like, hey, I ain't going for that. We can get in a fist fight every day, but just know when you show up, you're gonna have to fight me. Period. That was the type of time Ty Lue was on. So that's why LeBron gave him that respect. And what did they yield? They yielded him a championship in Cleveland. So he has the ultimate respect for Ty Lue. Brother Ricky Williams said Pat Riley quick to get rid of a player. That's for sure. You're damn right. Pat Riley don't play that. If you not know, I wouldn't. If you're not a generational type talent, and that's then shown either prior success or proving success being in that Miami Heat uniform, get out of line with him if you want to. Yo, get out of line with Pat Riley if you want to. Your ass will not be sniffing the floor at all, or you'll be sniffing the floor on a different team. And that's how he did it. That's how he went about it. And so a lot of people don't know that, man. They don't look at those things. I'm like, bro, the coaches that the Lakers have lined up to be potential head coaches for this team are absolute scapegoats. Even if LeBron leaves and goes somewhere else, because again, I repeat, he is a free agent right now. Even if he leaves and goes somewhere else, that coach is still going to be a scapegoat. Why do I say that? Excuse me, y'all. Why do I say that coach is going to be a scapegoat? Because you're still going to have AD, you're still going to most likely have D'Angelo Russell, you're still going to have a nucleus that's there that should win some games, right? But again, you're wearing the purple and gold. So if LeBron is not there, the automatic expectation is to make the playoffs. It won't be championship or bust. It'll be make the playoffs because a lot of it is going to hinge on, again, you still got a good team. You're just going to ask more of AD. You're going to ask more of Austin Reeves. You're going to ask more of D'Angelo Russell. You're going to ask more of Rory Hachimaru. You're going to ask more of all of these players, right? But the expectation changes. With LeBron there is championship or bust right away. And any one of them coaches that come in there into that seat, it's going to be that same expectation. The only thing I said is, for the life of me, I don't understand why Mark Jackson is not getting an opportunity to be at least going in and interviewing for this position. If he expressed he had no interest in the coaching position of coaching the Lakers, cool, I get that. But that's a name that I don't hear that I feel like is being blackballed to not get another opportunity for coaching. Like, I'm not hearing his name being brought up at all. I'm not hearing nobody say it. I'm not hearing nothing about anybody pushing for it. I'm not hearing like any type of promotion or advertising of his coaching ability, because a lot of people forget. Y'all think Steve Kerr is the goddamn reason the Warriors won a championship? Hell no. Mark Jackson laid that foundation and laid that groundwork, and all Steve Kerr did was go in there and change the drapes, and they won. Period. Plain blank and period. Steve Kerr didn't change or do anything different. And he came out and admitted and said that himself. But people forgot. People want to heap praise and treat Steve Kerr as if he's Phil Jackson. They want to treat Steve Kerr as if he's Greg Popovich. Like, come on, man. My brother Monty said Mark Jackson is blackballed. That's a fact. He is being blackballed. And that's the part, like I said, man, that like it drives me nuts. Like, and it's like when you look at Mark Jackson, Hall of Fame point guard, like I said, when he was the coach for the Warriors, established that team, set up the foundation of that team, and got everything in motion. And once the car started, you know what I'm saying? Once they fine-tuned everything, put all the wheels on, you know what I'm saying? Armor all, you know what I'm saying? Cleaned it all up, you know what I'm saying? Took it to the car wash, got it waxed, detailed, all of the above, you know what I'm saying? Threw some things on there, all of the above. As soon as they started the car, they just, oh, sorry, you can't drive. We got a new driver. Like, what the hell? That's crazy. Monty Brown said they stole Jackson's success, all the facts he put the words together. That's a fact, bro. And that's the part that, again, it bothers me a lot. If I'm not gonna lie to you, bro, it bothers me a lot that like this. Then they didn't even give this man like a what is it? They didn't even give him, I wouldn't say a token championship ring, but they didn't even give him like the proper respect with like giving him something like that, like a predicate, like dedicating some of that's dedicating that success to him outside of Steve Kerr coming and saying it. And I'm like, bro, if he's saying it, then like give your ring, like come on, man. Like, that's what we doing. We gonna go to that extent, all because y'all trying to say that this man made some remarks about that certain type of community or something like that. But it was just more so of his religion belief. But we've heard people call people that look like me, you know what I'm saying, zoo animals or whatever the case may be, but nothing really happens. Somebody gets suspended or somebody gets forced to sell a team, and they paid $100 million for a team, but they sold a team for over $1 billion. That sounds like profiting gain and getting paid to take an extended vacation at a high ass price tag to me. That don't really sound like, you know what I mean? That don't sound like what is it called? That doesn't sound like disciplinary action to me. That don't sound like punishment. Like, come on, man. We see what this is. I don't even have to say exactly what this is, but we see what this is without me saying it. What's good with it, Omega Red? Salute to you, man. Appreciate you sliding through. We see what this is without me having to say it, bro. And it pains me to say it, but it's like you look at it and you can see it as clear as day. It's like, okay, do the right thing, man. Do the right thing. Mark Jackson is right there. Make the call. At least entertain the idea of hearing if he's even interested in the coaching job or not. Because like I said, man, everybody for some odd reason forgets he is the one that established, created, founded, and put the things in motion for the Warriors to have the success that the Warriors had. Plain and simple, man. Plain and simple. There ain't no other way around it. There ain't no like, oh, he was a part of it, or it was him and his coaching staff that set up everything and put that type of confidence into that team and that type of style and brand of basketball. And he gets absolutely no credit for it and no type of other opportunity because supposedly he said something that we've seen again. Tons of other people say stuff about people that look like me, and us, and nothing happens. Absolutely nothing. It's just when a person that look a certain way say a certain thing, all hell break loose and the sky's falling on everybody's head and they can't handle it. Or the norm, or the norm is what? Oh, that's normal for them to say stuff that about these things, but when you guys speak out or about something, then all of a sudden it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like finesse two times. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Like that's wild to me. Absolutely wild, man. But yeah, I say all that just to circle back and say this: if they choose one of these two coaches, they're going to be scapegoats. Plain and simple, they're going to be scapegoats. If I was that UConn's coach, I would not leave a job where you've had tons of success. Tons of success. Your pay ain't going to change that much. Your pay won't change that much. Do not leave your situation where you're happy, you're having success, you run that team, you're doing everything you want to do, and don't leave that team to go to a team where, again, you're probably not going to be a coach there longer than 3 to 5 years max. You know what I mean? 3 to 5 years max. And they're going to make you the scapegoat. JJ Redick, that's okay or cool for him to get look at getting the opportunity to become a head coach. He has a great basketball mind. I'll give him that for sure. But being the head coach of the purple and gold, I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think it's a good idea for me, for him. I would say let him go be the coach of the Charlotte Hornets or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, he's getting his feet wet with a young team because he would be a young coach as well. Let him go get his feet wet with a young team. Don't walk into a franchise where it's championship or bust is the expectation year in and year out, and think that you're gonna, you know what I'm saying, be okay. Money Brown TV said, Omega, I'm watching Caitlin Clark. Y'all watching that game? I said something about that too, man. I was just like, I'm gonna bite my bottom lip, man. I'm gonna steal my word. I'm gonna steal a word from ETB, and I'm gonna bite my bottom lip. I ain't gonna bite it till I bleed, but I'm gonna bite my bottom lip. I ain't gonna say too much about her because I done said a few things already, and had a few had a few people feeling some type of way. Quickly, what's good with it? Salute to you. Appreciate you coming through. I done said a few things about her already, and had some people feeling some type of way, even though I gave credit and yada yada yada. That part of what I said went through one ear and out the other. The only thing they heard was any type of critiquing about that situation. So I was like, all right, I see what that is. I see what that is. But yeah, man. So I'm that's enough about my Lakers, about their coaching. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. But again, I'm happy as hell the finals is here. Is it gonna be competitive? That's the part that I'm waiting to see. Game 2 is gonna be extremely telling, and it's gonna tell a lot about how this series is going to play out. A lot of people say, only game 2, you know what I'm saying? 2 games in, it's going to tell you, it's going to give a lot of visibility to how this series is going to go. If the Celtics come out and dominate in the exact same fashion they did in game 1 and game 2, it's going to tell you that the Mavs may not have an answer for Porzingis. They might not have an answer for the Celtics in its entirety. It's just a matter of, can the Celtics keep up, coming out and putting up a 37-point first quarter. Because like I said, if you eliminate the 37 and you go to what their typical average is, this is a nip and tuck game. It's absolutely a nip and tuck game. They're not winning by double digits. You know what I mean? It's just, again, you can't take away something that was there. You know what I mean? It's just, can the Celtics replicate or duplicate that exact same type of performance to jump out or have that type of lead? That's what we're wanting to see. That's what we're wanting to know whether or not they can do it. Monty said, I like her and the machine going to be a machine. We can't do nothing about that part. That's a fact. I agree with that. Machine is going to be a machine. But man, that machine seemed like it's an involved, and they went from the Terminator to the Terminator 3000. Like, that shit, that shit is wild, man. Like, it's the manifested, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that machine went from what is it? From a larvae or a caterpillar status to a butterfly, from a butterfly to a bee, from bee to a bird, like that type of evolution, like something wild, bro. Or a bird to a pterodactyl, like it's wild what the machine is transforming into. Absolutely, it's crazy work. Quee said she good, but average rookie at this point, she can improve. Yeah, that's a fact. And that's what I was saying. I was like, man, I've seen We've seen this type of player before. It's just like Monty said, this machine and hop behind this type of player, and because they've been searching for their next Larry Bird, whether it be male or female or both, and they done found it. Now it's like they not letting up. They is not allowing nothing to shake that foundation. They is not allowing the wheel to fall off. They ain't allowing the lug nut. They ain't allowing a chip paint scratch. None of that, man. They not doing none of that. Monty said, you once they get a white star, they're gonna maximize it. Yeah, that's a fact. That's an absolute fact. And that's what I was just saying, that they great white hope. Yep, that's a fact. That's what I said. But the thing that killed me is like I don't know why they didn't hop behind Diana Taurasi like that. They didn't hop behind what's my other girl's name? Oh my god, it just drew a blank on me. Another female that was another white female W player she could ball. And she was white too. Like they didn't hop behind her. And I'm like, bro, like it's interesting. Very interesting. Like I ain't never seen nobody get that much hype in college, but didn't win a national championship game and fell short both times she got there. Hey, A1 didn't forget. A1 remembers these things, man. I remember all these things. Yep, right there, Monty. Appreciate you, Sue Bird. There you go. And that's what I'm like, bro. Like some of these things, man, you just like you look at it and it just makes you wonder. Like you're for me, my you know what I'm saying, it gets the wheels turning a little bit because I'm trying to like I'm like, man, I see, sir, I'm seeing these things, but I'm like, man, nobody else is really seeing or don't nobody else really care about what they seeing. They just kind of like they don't care. Like they don't want to look into it, they don't want to think anything, they just want it to be what it's gonna be type thing. And I'm like, me, I'm like, nah, I see it for what it is. I see the play of it. Now it's like, okay, now I'm gonna have to see how people moving with it. And if I see like I'm like, okay, I'll step in for some stuff. Quick said Sue Bird was cold blooded. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I'm like, you the same, and then if you want to flip it to the other side of it for ones that look like me, I'm like, dude, Maya Moore, how many championships she win with the Minnesota Lynx and all that praise and that, you don't hear nothing. You don't hear nothing. She pursued a different avenue of what made her happy and moved to the next chapter of her life. And they act as if she's never existed. She's never picked up a basketball. And there's other W players out there, man, that's cold as hell that ain't getting no type of. And that's why you're hearing a lot of people saying like, are is she like you get a lot of these players are trying to say a lot of these players are jealous or have animosity toward or feel some type of way towards her. I was like, I don't think it's towards her per se. I think it's towards the machine that's behind her. You know what I mean? It's because you can't blame her for accepting an opportunity. You know what I mean? Like you can't be mad at somebody that's given an opportunity. They're supposed to say no because somebody else didn't get it. Like she's trying to create, you know what I'm saying, generational wealth for her and her family. Like she's living out her dream and things like that. You know what I mean? Monty said because they can't control and manifest her moves. Yep. He said Maya the GOAT. That's a fact. And he said Diana T. Yep. And the teaspoon was fired. Yep. And that's what I'm saying is like, and a lot of people get that misconstrued where they think all the darts is being pointed at Caitlin Clark, and I'm like, no, it's not her per se. It's the machine that's behind her. It's the people. It's the success around her, but not her directly. And again, you can't be mad at her for that success. Like you can't blame her, but at the same time, like you look at the machine and you're like, damn, like even when I made a video and I was talking about Wilson, like damn, only other person that had any type of what was it? Damn it. They had any type of deal. It wasn't promo. It was I'm trying to think of the word. Jordan was the only other person. I can't think of the word right now, but Jordan was the only other person to have a deal with Wilson. Right. And let me look up, man, because I have to look at my thumbnail and find that joint because I want to use the right word for it that I'm trying to say. Y'all give me one second, man. I'm gonna find this real quick because it blew my mind. Endorsement deal. There we go. Endorsement deal. She got a multi-year endorsement deal with Wilson. Michael Jordan is the only other athlete to get one with Wilson. So a lot of people can't really explain like how the hell like and I explain what if you don't know what Wilson is. when you pick up a basketball, football, baseball equipment, tennis ball equipment, any sports equipment possible, and you see that name Wilson on there, that's them. So we all know what sports is is a major market of making money, right? So you know they're a multi-billion dollar, probably $1 trillion company. What the hell has this person done to get a deal with y'all? And the only other person that got a deal was what people are saying arguably is the greatest basketball player to ever play the game. And still to this day, people argue that he's better than the players that are playing now. And he has a shoe brand that has transcended a shoe deal itself. And he became his own element within that and literally is like bigger than Nike. Make that part make sense to me. That's my only question. And again, it's not counting our pockets. It's just I'm curious as to what was the decision behind it. What made that decision be made for this player? Why wasn't Diana Taurasi, or why wasn't Sue Bird, or why wasn't what's the other girl name? There's one more too. Like, why wasn't these players that look like her? Like, why weren't they offered this same type of thing? What was it like? What's there? What's the unique thing? What's the special thing? You can't say looks. You can't say she look innocent. You can't say she's like, overly attractive. Again, no disrespect, no disrespect, no hate, but nah. Hey, like Eli and Peyton Manning, and you like Eli, Peyton Manning, and Larry Bird all in one. Looks here. You can't say it's a feature perspective from a physical, sex appeal. That's non-existent. It's non-existent. My thing is, what is it? Are you jumping on the marketability of the fact that like she's America's sweetheart. She's captured the attention of America. So all these people are behind her. Okay. Why? Pretty sure there's other players, whether it be male or female, that look similar to her that could do the exact same thing if pushed. Why is that? We're not seeing it. Not seeing it at all. Ricky says she needs to prove herself. They're using the LeBron formula. Let her build her legacy. Don't blind it for her. Yeah, or don't build it for her. My bad. Don't build it for her. That's what I'm saying, Ricky. And that's the part where like my questions come in, bro, where I'm confused that a lot of this stuff is just like, okay, I just got questions, and the questions I'm asking are like legitimate questions, and it's just wanting to know like behind the decision of it. It comes with no hate, it comes with no slight or disrespect. She can absolutely hoop. I will give her that 100%. She can ball. That's one thing she can do. But doesn't you being able to ball and hoop and all have to come with some type of success? Meaning you got to win something in college, and you got to the big dance a couple times and lost. There has to be some type of like at least, I won a national championship here. We just fell short this year because we played against a better team or something like that. There has to be something. Brother Monty said Angel Reese called it. It was in college. It was in college playoff when it was a black and white thing. Yeah, it's like it's wild. It's wild to me. Quee said was that? Yeah, it's absolutely wild to me, bro. And I'm just like, again, I don't hate. So I ain't giving her no hate or disrespect, like nothing like that. It's just I just had questions about it, and it'd be nice. So I know Wilson or Nike, neither one of them is paying no attention to me. I have no clue who the hell I am or none of that. But she got a shoe deal with Nike. I think if I'm not mistaken, it's like a few years over 28. Was it 5 year over 28 million or something like that? They did not disclose the amount of the endorsement deal with Wilson, which is smart for them. Don't do it. But again, the thing that tells on yourself when it comes to that is that the only other athlete, and I hate to repeat it again, the only other athlete that y'all have ever done an endorsement deal with was Jordan. We all know when it comes to business and Jordan being a brand and all of that, he's not doing nothing for cheap. He's not doing nothing for pennies on the dollar. He's not doing nothing for a meal or two or nothing like that. It's coming with some serious O's behind it. You know what I mean? So that's the part where I'm like, I'm a little confused. I'm a little confuzzled. I'm a little, I got questions. Quee says she ain't won a damn thing in 2 years that went to a chip. Again, like I said, that's what I was saying, man. That's the part where that had me a little a little confused, befuddled, or whatever the word you want to throw in there and use. That's the part where I was just like, I don't get it. Like I want to know. I just want to know, like, why. And again, for her, don't turn it down. I mean, I wouldn't turn it down. I'll be honest with y'all. I'll be honest with y'all right now. So if I had a deal like that being offered up to me, I'm not turning that down just because somebody else might feel that they more marketable or better or yada yada yada. I ain't turning nothing. That's you establishing generational wealth for your family. You're not turning that down. But at the same time, like it's just the back end and slapping the face to all these other people that they have an issue with. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna drop the link, man. Anybody want to pull up for a little bit? I covered all my topics. I want my time limit. I set myself a time limit for an hour to hour and a half. You know what I mean? Otherwise, I could be up here talking basketball for like 3-4 hours, man. I'm starting to limit myself and make sure I ain't going too crazy. I ain't going too crazy about it. But yeah, anybody want to pull up, man, pull up. Otherwise, if nobody pulls up, I covered everything I wanted to talk about. I chopped it up. I got into every part of it, man. I appreciate everybody that's been rolled in and hit that like button and sub to the channel. That's in that being active in the chat as well, man. What did Queen say? She said that's what it is. White girl is more appealing to them, white people than the superstar black woman. Have to agree. And I think, and the thing is, when you look at a lot of it, right? When you see other superstar athletes that are of a different color or whatnot, what do you see or what do you hear from it? A lot of it, right? Is they arrogant, this, that, and they just want to see it. It's just not part of. It's not part of the plan. It's not part of the happy point of what they want to do. My brother 88 in the building. What's good with it, man? He said, I'm so happy Karen is getting rough up. Hey, you wow, 88. What's good with it, Monty? What's good with it, man? How you doing this Friday, brother? 88, wow.
Brother, can you hear me, A1?
Yep, it's kind of low, but I can hear it. Let me turn the volume up on my joint. Maybe it's mine.
Man, I supposed to have my damn. I don't know what my earbud ain't connecting. Over here showing the fight, but listen to my brother. You know, I had to come and kick it with you, man. You know, got to get a piece of mind with this basketball talk, bro. But just to touch on on Caitlin Clark, right? Like I'm a fan of Caitlin Clark. I got like I've been watching her before the Angel Reese situation and things like that. So I've been knowing who she was, right? And you know, I'm an advocate for women basketball. So from college to the WNBA, you know, I push for it. Even though Megan be on our ass, somehow we don't got a basketball channel for the women. But you know, we know what it is, bro. Like with the situation and you know the love she get and the deal she get, because like you said, we seen this story plenty of times. If that's the
Mhm.
case, but I think with things coming with the Neil deal and with the new crowd, right? Because when they played LSU, when I won LSU went at it with each other, you know, that shit was that shit was fire. Like it was really hyped up. You know what I mean? It was hyped up to where it put Angel Reese and my girl Flo J on the map. It put
Mhm.
Caitlin Clark on the map, right? To where they did get their recognition. And we know how it go in America, bro. Once you know you got the complexion for the connection. We can't look at it and be like it ain't what it is. But
Mhm.
hey, the girl can ball too. You feel me? She can ball. What she did in college, you know, she was breaking records and putting them numbers up. So, you know, that stand for something, regardless if people want to give her just do or not. You know what I mean? It stand for something. But once that machine get behind you, bro, and start pushing you, there's no limits to where they can take you. You know what I'm saying? Like they can build you up and make you, and then they can. That's one thing about the machine though. When it make you, you know what I mean? They can build you up and make you feel like you're the biggest fucking star in the world, and they can take it all away because we know certain things be manufactured, so they can take it all away like they do certain rappers. You know what I'm saying? Take the numbers away and they control you. Not saying she will fall in that category of being controlled things of that nature because we don't know if they got an agenda for her or whatever the situation is. But like, you know, I respect her for what she did for the sport. And, you know, of course, once you come to the league, it's going to be different. You know what I mean? So, you know, the shooting and things of that nature, you got to find yourself. So I think she'll pan out for us in the WNBA. But, you know, with the things that's going on and Angel Reese coming out, letting people know, like, you know, they watched it because of me too. And I helped build, bring women basketball to where it's at. And with her getting a hard foul, which I don't agree with that hard foul that they did to her. But I mean, at the same time, you still got to be professional, and you could have hurt that woman, knocking her down like that. Even though people might look at it in a different way, right? I'm just gonna call a spade, and call it for what it is. But um, that's something that's out of our hands and that's out of our control. You know what I mean? And it can make people hate her, and that's one thing I don't like. You know what I mean? I don't like to let the machine make up your mind about a person, because Caitlin Clark can be the coolest fucking girl in the world. You know what I mean, you might like her more than you like somebody else, but with the machine building you up and putting a hype behind you, it can build a fan base to hate you too for no apparent reason. You don't even know why you hate the girl. It'll just
Hmm.
like, well, shit, they trying to make her out to be something she not, and she haven't proved it. And she, you know what I mean, which is true, but at the same time, that's out of her hands. You know what I'm saying? All she doing is capitalizing on it like she's supposed to do. But I don't let the machine make my judgment on the person. And I try to express that to the people of, okay, yeah, you can hate how they trying to build up and things like that, certain like the boxing game, but you can't let that be your outcome of what you think of that person, because you might meet her in real life and be like, man, you know what? I've been having a little disdain for you, for no apparent reason. You feel me? So that's how I look at that. But at the same time, we do know that they trying to build what they trying to build and what they trying to do. So that's something that's out.
Hmm.
But that shit gonna be here until the end of time. You know what I mean? Did I
Yeah,
get
nah. You
okay?
still there?
Yeah, I thought I had finished.
Oh, okay. No, I agree with that, and that's one thing. I don't even allow like the machine to kind of dictate or determine like how I feel about a person. Right. That's why I kept like making sure I reiterated it to whether it be somebody that's like y'all the family, y'all been in here multiple times. Y'all hear I talk. Y'all hear I give it up. So it's like, but for the first time, people are having a first time impression of what I'm saying. That's why I make sure I reiterate to them: this is no hate, slight, or slander. If I crack a joke about somebody's physical appearance, it's just a joke, right? But for the most part, it's like when I'm talking about what I'm looking at when it comes to her game, giving her credit for her game, and then also just looking at the fact of what I was saying too. Like when I look at her as a player, I've seen this before, right? But she can ball. You have to give her credit. The girl can hoop. She cold. But it's like I don't see anything that screams out endorsement deal from Wilson. I don't see anything that screams out endorsement deal from Nike or a shoe deal from Nike and stuff like that. I just don't see it. But from a person perspective, I don't know her from a can of paint. So for me, it's like she cool until she showed me otherwise. Like, what I'm saying? Until she say like some wild, like we already know what they can say to kind of, for the most part, it's like from a person, she seemed like a nice person. She seemed like a nice gal, but me, I'm just like everything that's around it is where I'm just more so have questions about. And I'm like, some people can't do that. Some people look at it and start hating right away, like, well, I think this person is better. And I don't get why this and that. Like, them type of things. I'm like, I don't give off that type of energy. I give everybody their credit and make sure like if I'm big up in one, I don't have to, what I'm saying, downplay the other to do that. And a lot of people, like you said, bro, a lot of people don't do that though. A lot of people instantly, automatically right then and there make their opinion based off of somebody else's opinion of that person. And I'm like, man, it's easy to be able to walk that line to get that person credit and appreciate or at least respect the grind they put in to get to where they got to. You know what I'm saying? However they secured the bag, whether long as it wasn't like no funny types, what I'm saying, stuff like that. Long as it wasn't that type of thing, it's easy for them to give them credit for the and respect where they at and where they came from and where they going. You know what I mean? But some people can't do that though. I can definitely see, hear, know it that people can't do that. And you talking about that AB fight already started? I know that's what you probably over there watching, man. I want to watch that too.
Can you still hear me, everyone? Man.
Yep, yep. No, I was just gonna say you just came back to me. I said you watching that. Did that AB fight already start, or is it like the undercard going?
The undercard one right now. Okay, now you in my ear. That's what I wanted to do. Put you in my ear. I had to connect the headphones. Yeah. The AB fighting starts. Yeah, that's the undercard.
Oh, okay. Who I don't even know who's on the undercard actually.
The main name on the undercard is Michael the Bounty Hunter, heavyweight. He fit to fight. a heavyweight. So that and then it's AB, but ain't really no big time names like that on the undercard. There's a couple other fights that come on tonight too, but it ain't really no big time name like that.
Oh, okay. I wonder when is do you know when the main event start?
Um, I think I don't even know what fight, but don't get me wrong. I can get. Wait, they go. Let me see how many fights after this I can tell you. They go. They go show it
Okay.
because it's gonna be probably like at what time is it? 7, 8 o'clock? Probably be like at. Let's see if Michael Hunter after this. If Michael Hunter after this, then it's gonna probably be like at 9.
At 9. Okay, so I'm trying to think what time that is over here in Cali. I'm gonna see because it's
7.
5:40.
It'll be 7 your time. Ain't you 2 hours? Ain't Eastern? I mean, sorry, ain't Pacific 2 hours behind Central?
Yep. Yeah, so it's only
Yeah,
5. It's 5:40 over here
yeah,
right now.
it's 5. Yeah, 5:40. Yeah, so it'd be like 7 your time. So let me see. Let me see what fight this is first and foremost.
Yeah, because I was like, as soon as I wrap up my live, I'm like,
David, my love, what's up, Queen? How you doing, baby?
take myself go for a run, come back, kick back, make some steak, and watch the fight, man. That's why I was trying to look and see if I could see it, but couldn't even see it. I was laughing at Quee earlier. She gonna say some hell. I fouled chicks harder than that in high school. Quee didn't play basketball. She played foot. She played football in high school. She she was she was out there clotheslining people, kicking people in the face, and all type of stuff when they was going up. Man, Quee wasn't one of them people that.
Hey, Queen. Hey, Queen. When you making that Caden Clark money, you can't afford to get hurt, baby. I'm just I'm getting my new endorsement deal. I gotta go out here. I gotta I gotta rep these shoes. Like A1
Yeah,
said, I got this Wilson deal. I gotta hold this Wilson ball. I got places to go and things to see, baby. I can't be falling on the court like this. I can't even break a fingernail around this mug. You feel me? My fingernails probably endorsed. So you know what I mean. So,
yeah. Quee was out there. She was out there wrecking balling people like that. Well, I don't know who seen that song. I come in like a wrecking ball.
yeah,
That
what's
was
going on?
yeah. That was Quee. That was Quee.
I tell me all day long, I can't fall.
Exactly, bro.
Kelly
That
Clarkson, I think.
was that was
What
Quee
baby
out
going on? Damn,
there.
that
She getting dunked. She getting dunked out there. She better get her weight up.
damn, Mister I missed. Yeah, Quee out there slamming girls on their head and shit.
Oh man, look, gotta stop folding like a lawn chair. I told you, man. Nah, she ain't. She
Oh
playing.
man,
She
I got you. I got you. For real, I
Pusky
got you.
basketball, man. She is not out there. Mm-mm.
But I ain't showing it, baby. But AB ain't fight yet.
Okay, okay. Nah, he probably. I mean, let's see. Because where do you remember what state they in or what time zone they fighting in?
They in Vegas.
In Vegas. Okay, so he
Yeah,
probably come on about 9.
that fight ain't happened yet, little day. Yeah, he come on like a. Nah, he gonna come on like 7 your time.
So my time.
Hold
Okay,
on,
okay.
hold on. Let me make sure though, because you might can be right. Because I don't know what fight this is. I think it was 5 fights on the card, and this might be the second. So you might be right, bro. You just might be right. But these fights ain't like I don't think they fucking I don't think they like 10 rounders and shit like that. So I have to wait. They show I think somebody died in the sport. Is that Gary Shaw? Gary Shaw died?
What happened?
I think Gary Shaw passed away. Yeah, that's Gary Shaw. Oh man, I think Gary Shaw passed away. Bro. Yeah, Gary Shaw passed away, bro. Damn, rest in peace, Gary Shaw. I'm sure looking like, hold on now. Rest in peace. They giving Gary Shaw's 10 count. Gary Shaw was he was a boxing promoter.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
I just googled it real quick too. It said
yeah.
prominent boxing promoter.
Man, Gary Shaw passed away. Rest in peace, champ. They gave him his 10 count.
Yeah, she talking about more like throwing them into brick walls without padding. Yeah, nah, yeah,
Man, but let me touch on that championship game, bro. Like
mm-hmm.
Kyrie came out on just cold. He can't be doing that, which he gonna pick it up. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the layoff probably um, slowed him down a little bit, but I think he'll pick it up because him and Luka, they've been scoring 30 apiece through the whole run. So if he got and then you gotta remember they went up 30. almost about 30, and they got that thing down to 8, and
Mm-hmm.
then they took back off. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you see them boys coming back and they can do it. It's just like you say, they go force Luka to play defense because he just wanna, his offense is crazy. But and I like what Michael Finley did, right? So a lot of people was criticizing Michael Finley for taking that bird from Luka Doncic, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, like Kobe said, is the job finished? Job ain't finished. Bro, y'all just got there. Y'all didn't win it. You feel me? When you win it, then you can go out there and drink all the champagne and all the beer you want to drink. But you got to stay focused because the Celtics is focused. They've been there and they want it. And that's why I believe they go get it. You know what I'm saying? Because when Jaylen Brown walked in that locker room, he said that's only one game, guys. Don't you know what I mean? Don't get all cute on me. Don't this ain't nothing. It's one game.
Mm-hmm.
One game ain't nothing. It's just the tip of the iceberg. It's just twisting the cap. And like you said, A1, even if they win, all we did was protect home court. Because now we got to go back to Dallas. So we got to make sure they don't steal a game in our house. That's what we got to make sure, right? They still in a good position. Dallas still in a good position. We starting off at home. We can't let them steal a game. But if Kyrie would have been Kyrie that night, they would have won that game, bro. Even if he'd have put up 25, what they lose by like
I think it was
18
eight.
or something?
Yeah, 18.
Yeah, so it's like, if Kyrie put up his points, they in a good position. So, he just got to come out there, get his head back in the game, do what he do best because Luka was on fire. And, Porzingis came out, he wanted to make a statement. Y'all traded, Dallas traded him away. So he most definitely wanted to come out and make a statement. And
Mm-hmm.
boy, was he cooking. That boy was cooking with grease. So, and like you said, if he ain't playing in the next game, with the system that they played, which I don't think it'll slow Boston down because they played plenty of games without him.
Mm-hmm.
But with the system that they played with him in the game, um, they got they got they got it to go out there and take it. So it's gonna come down to uh, Jaylen Brown doing what he's doing and um, JT taking more control as well. Because I felt like he could have been, I ain't gonna say with more points, but I still feel like, bro, you is the Kobe of the Celtics. So you have to take over when it's time to take over. Don't get me wrong. You got Jaylen Brown out here getting MVP, you know, of the Eastern Conference Championship, and it looked like he's trying to go for MVP of the fucking finals. When that
Mm-hmm.
should be you. That supposed to be you out there getting MVP, JT. I'm just gonna keep it real, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's supposed to be you out there getting MVP. Now, don't get me wrong. Go get it. However you get it. But I feel like he got to be more aggressive too. So Dallas is still in a good position because if they still game two, they flying home with a win. You know what I'm saying? And with the momentum. So if they protect home court, they got a damn good chance of putting another one up there on the side of Dirk Nowitzki. So it's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
very interesting, bro. Very interesting, and I like this matchup. I just need Kyrie to come alive because that's when we go see what people made of. But now you need every fucking point. Every point counts. And I think that's what made Jason Tatum, turn up even more. So I'm looking forward to game two, like you said too, bro.
Oh yeah, no, you already know Kyrie gonna he ain't gonna come out having a flat game like that again. Because he done shown up in the past too much and in the biggest moments when they needed him, or even when they didn't need him, he still showed up. Like his reputation is he shows up. So I think this is just a one off. I think he gonna come out guns a blazing in game two. It's just again with Porzingis out there and healthy, it makes it extremely tough for the Mavs to beat them. But
Yeah.
I was saying earlier when I was saying giving us some insight as to what the Mavs could do to eliminate Porzingis, like to literally take him out of the game. He could be in the game and they can take him out of his game. I said what they could do, but if he's out, whether it be injured or out of the game, like it changes a little bit how the Celtics play. It frees up the Mavs to be able to kind of attack more specifically attack the rim, whether it be above it or under it, as much as they want. Because Al Horford is not a shot blocker like that. Like you can put Al Horford in the rim. Like I could dunk on Al Horford. So it's like Porzingis is being 7'3", that's different. That's just because Al Horford is like maybe I would say 6'10", 6'11" at the most, right? maybe 6'9" to 6'11" at the most. But when you have a bona fide true like 7 footer, like a 7 foot person that like actually is 7 foot or 7'3", it's different. And he's athletic too, but also on the offensive side, he can do everything. So it's like that's where he's more of a threat than anything. I know he had a couple of blocks in that game, but those are just more so like they were right there. You know what I mean? Like Green when he was on that fast break, he got to understand like you didn't have the angle. What he should have did was one was if he was going to dunk it and just try to make contact, absorb the contact, and finish with a layup. Or he could have just kind of did shifted in midair and did a different layup, and he'd have been clean to get it. But he tried to go up, you know what I'm saying, being young, like I'm gonna go throw this down and make a highlight. It's like, nah, bro, try to make something that's gonna be a winning play that's gonna get you a bucket in the and one or get you a bucket. But it got blocked. But it's like the Mavs, everything was there for them for what they saw, right? I can't say that that's the Celtics' best game that they've played, their best brand of basketball, but it's damn near pretty close. That first quarter probably is the best brand they played. And like you said, they got up over 20, close to 30, but they got it back down to was it 8 or 9,
Eight,
right? So that
yeah,
shows you
eight.
the Mavs have the ability to go on a run. It also shows that the Celtics have the ability to get cold. And that's why I was like, when I was telling people, and I didn't want to say too much because I want to leave for when I do my, I said my prediction, my next one. I was like, man, there's certain things, bro. Like I'm seeing that, like, it's like, oh man, like a lot of people is just looking at it like, nah, Celtics gonna dominate them. It's over, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bro, it's not over. Celtics is not gonna dominate them. The Mavs is not going out like this. Luka's not going to allow this. Kyrie definitely not going to allow this. And that team, even though they're young and inexperienced, they dogs. They gonna follow their two main dogs, bro. They gonna rise to the occasion with their dogs. They just need their players to play their best game of their lives. They don't need them to go out and put, say have a what is it, season high or career high in numbers or points put up. They just need their role players to have their best games. That's it. Play how they're supposed to play. That's all they need from them. They don't need them to go out there and have a career night and 3 pointers made and stuff like that to win a game. They just need them to go out there and give them what they've normally given them, and the Mavs got a chance to win it. The Celtics, they need Tatum to play big. They need Brown to play big. They need Porzingis to play big. They need Derek White to give them production. Because if 2 out of that 3 give them mediocre games, the other ones don't have the ability to go out there and cover that spread that's going to give them enough to get them over the hump to win the game. They don't. Drew Holiday is not a scorer like that. Derek White, we've seen him have, some game, like 2 games or a couple times a season where he's done it, but you're not going to lean on him to lead that way. You know what I'm saying? That's not the expectation from him. I don't think he can do that consistently neither. So it's like, it falls heavily on Tatum and Brown to get the ball rolling, and then everybody else follows suit. If that don't happen, it's gonna be tight.
Oh, facts. I
We
agree
said Dallas has seen
120%.
everything Boston has. Yeah, they did. That's
Ted,
why I'm
what's
saying
going on, Ted?
it's all right there for the Mavs to make the adjustments they need to make. But they absolutely need Tim Hardaway Jr. to be effective, and they need Derrick Jones Jr. to be effective. Because Derrick Jones Jr. is more of a lob threat, and he's known for defense. If he's not knocking down his three when he has an open three, then they have to make a decision to switch in Tim Hardaway and tell him, we need you to be 3 and D right now. We need you to knock down your shots, right? Because if he's not making shots, it's like, what else is he really doing? Tim Hardaway Jr., same thing. They need him to knock down shots. They need him to be confident and shoot the ball. Like they need them to. PJ Washington, huge acquisition during the season. They need him to play like he normally plays. They don't need him to have career highs. They just need him to play like how he normally plays. And everything gonna be all right.
And Tim Hardaway Jr., he always came through in the season. But it's
Mm-hmm.
like in the playoffs, I ain't gonna say he disappeared, but I haven't been seeing much of him like that. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't been
So
getting minutes either.
he ain't been getting the minutes either. You right, bro. And I feel like that might be a downfall for him because he
Mm-hmm.
do come through. I remember Tim Hardaway, man, hitting some big shots in the clutch, bro, and it shows you that he's ready for the big moments. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he is one of them players that can be a Lamar Odom, that can be a Trevor Ariza. You know what I'm saying? When on the wing, he can come off and just in the clutch give you a good 13 to 15 points, but hitting the big shots. You know what I'm saying? Give you the big shots that can seal the deal or they can, you know what I'm saying, put you up and they can hold the lead, bro. So they need to play Tim Hardaway Jr., bro. Like that dude can really ball, bro. He can really ball.
Yep.
It's gonna
No,
take for them though. Like you said, it's gonna take for them too. Um, mount up because if Porzingis out there, that's three players that can give you 20 plus. You know what I'm saying? 20 plus. So that's just a whole nother score, another rebound, another shot blocker. So, it makes things more difficult for Dallas. And PJ Washington got to step up too, like you said. Good acquisition. He got to step up. So Kyrie
yep.
got the most experience out of all of them. I just don't want them boys to get my brother Ryan was going down, chap. I just don't want them boys to feel complete because they made it. They made it to the chip. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like, oh, we made it there when nobody gave us a shot. You know what I mean? Everybody thought it was gonna be damn. Well, let's be realistic, right? But it's like we made it there, but we overachieved. No, bro, you made it there. So now
Mm-hmm.
go get that motherfucker and play like you want it. You
Mm-hmm.
feel me? Play like you want it. Because I didn't see them boys going down that much that early, even though they was a 6 point, favorite. But at the same, I mean, a 6 point underdog, Dallas. But at the same time, I wanted to see some urgency. And like I said, in the third, they came back with some urgency and fought back. But then they let them boys take back off on them. I'm like, God damn. So I feel like you say, every game is an adjustment. You make adjustments and go out there and do what you got to do. And I do believe, I'm going to be realistic, I do believe um, they didn't expect Porzingis to come out and play the way he played.
Nope.
So I could say they caught them off guard as well. You feel me? Because he been out all this time, so they couldn't really adjust to what was going on. So now that they got him in the game, they can go out there and they can adjust and to see if he's in the game or if he ain't in the game to make some things happen. So that's
Yep.
gonna be a big thing as well. Thank you, sister.
Yep. And and like you said, when you said Tatum got to step up because Jalen Brown is doing exactly what he needs to do, which he won the Eastern Conference MVP, and then he planned as if he want to win the Finals MVP. If
Uh-huh.
I would say if that happens, they win a championship and Jalen Brown wins Finals MVP, bro. That's gonna take a hit to Tatum's brand. My reason being and
Right.
why I say that is because like right now, and even over recent years, they've been pushing Tatum to be the face of the Celtics. They've been pushing him to be the best player
Right.
of the Celtics. You know what I'm saying? They're saying it's his team, and
And he
and I
is.
felt
He
like
really
Jalen
is.
Brown kind of, I wouldn't say took a back seat, but I think Jalen Brown kind of like he decided to take a small step back to kind of fall in line with that narrative that was being out there for that. But Jalen Brown came out like nah, man, like you can have all the promo
The
or you can have the machine
notoriety.
backing you. I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna go out here and ball, and I'm gonna be outspoken about stuff I believe in, and I feel like that's why he doesn't get the promo from all the screen time, endorsement deals, and stuff like that because he's outspoken about things that he know ain't right. Tatum ain't saying or say nothing about that stuff. He
Mm.
just goes and plays and marketable. I got his son and stuff like that. It's like Jalen, like Jalen is like one of, like, I wouldn't say one. I ain't gonna say one of us because Tatum is one of us, but Jalen Brown is
I
one of
know
them
I know exactly
people.
what you're saying.
Yeah, Jalen Brown is one of the ones where it's like I'm gonna give you everything you asking for on and off the court, and they don't want to So if he wins that, bro, it's gonna be a huge hit for sure. It's gonna be a huge hit. That's gonna kind of solidify that Brown is the one and Tatum is the two on that team, and you seeing where Tatum is kind of like, I won't say he falling back. I think he's just trying, like he said in the thing, he's not trying to rush. He's not trying to rush the game or rush the moment because he's been there before and they failed so many times. So he's trying to make sure that he's allowing everything to come to him and not rushing into it. And Jalen Brown is like, I'm giving y'all everything. Like, I'm giving you everything. I don't care. Like, I'm not allowing this moment to what I'm saying, fall by the wayside again. Because I think they both know if they come up short this time around, there's going to be a change. I don't know exactly what that's going to be. There's going to be some type of change because you've already added players, you change coaches. What else can you do that's literally gonna result in a championship? You're gonna have to make some type of change. Like it'll be clear that 1-2 punch has not worked. It has not manifested into winning the championship.
Especially right now, we got everything on your side. You have
Mm-hmm.
there's no excuse. There's no excuse. You have everything on your side to go out there, and not only that, history. And when you see that y'all swept the Mavericks this year, and y'all look 1-0 at home, sorry, man, this thing out my teeth, and you got
There you
a
go.
big time player coming back. There's no excuses, bro.
Yep.
None. Now, Tatum from St. Louis, I watched this boy since high school. My little cousin on her, he actually played against Jason Tatum. You know, we got their ass beat, but they
Mm-hmm.
actually played against him. You know what I mean? So we we watched his ride, and he hella cool, bro. Down to earth, always been the same dude, fam. Always been the same dude. But it's like you say, sometimes where you got to come out, man. You got to bring that dog out, bro, because
Mm-hmm.
you might not care, right? You might not care. Oh man, my boy Jalen Brown, he went and got MVP of the Eastern Conference, and he got MVP of the finals. I don't care. I got a ring. I'm a champion. You know, it's no hate over here, which I can understand that. I can respect that. But when you're looked at as the number one guy on the team, you know what I mean? And I thought
Mm-hmm.
AD should have got MVP instead of um, this way off instead of Cooper Cup. And I love Cooper Cup, but AD should have got MVP of the Super Bowl. But you have to go out there and show people, like you say, why you is the face of the Clippers. Sorry, of the Celtics. What the hell I'm talking about
Mm-hmm.
the Clippers? Of the Celtics. You know what I mean? This your second time back in the championship, right? You got to go get it, bro. You got to go get it because Stephen A. Smith most definitely gonna let it be known, right? You know he ain't gonna let nothing slide. You have to go get it. Okay, the heavyweight's gonna come up A1. So after this one, they'll come
Mm-hmm.
up. So it'll be like 9 o'clock, 9:30, 9:30, 7:30 your time. So
Okay.
you got to go get it, bro. Like it's there for you. So I'm gonna look forward to see what he do in this second game. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna take none away from Jalen Brown, who I got my last name, so he's special. So the boy, he wanted, bro. Jalen
Mm-hmm.
Brown wants it. Like I said, when he walked in that locker room and said, "Let's not get too cute, fellas. I ain't never won game," right? That let me know everything, bro. That let me know he locked in, he focused. He's locked in and he focused, and I can respect that. So if he do win MVP of the finals, I'm not gonna knock him. Even though I want my St. Louis boy to get it, I'm not gonna knock him because that boy went out there and he did what he had to do. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But like you say, by him being outspoken, uh, I ain't gonna say more outspoken than Kyrie, but by him being outspoken and things of that nature, that could, give you the number two seat. But
Mm-hmm.
um, real eyeballs ain't gonna miss that though. Real ballers and real people that keep it real, they're not gonna miss that. And he gonna most definitely get the respect he deserves, whether it come from the media and a basketball association, or just come from us, the fans, and the basketball players ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So either way it go, he gonna get his recognition.
Yep. That's an absolute fact, bro. That's what I said. Because when it come to me, I make sure, like, when I'm talking about them things, when it come to him, that he getting his respect for it. It's just like I said. Quick said, I'm only biased for players that play for Duke. Jason and Kyrie is it for me. But yeah, it's like for me, bro. I'm like, man, when I look at it, bro, I gotta call it how I see it, and how I see it is that I'm seeing they want one person to be the clear cut favorite, but the other person is definitely stepping up in the biggest of moments. And like I said, man, um, every single time when I look at it, man, what is it? Jalen Brown is guarding the other team's best player more than Tatum is. So it's like
Mhm.
he's doing more on both ends. And
Uh-huh.
that's the part where I'm like, the only ask that I have for Tatum is, bro, I need you to want to have that mentality of, as much as you want to score, I want you to play defense just as much. I want you to
Mhm.
lock in just as much. I want them to look at you like he's an elite defender just as much as they do as he's an elite scorer. And it's like
Right.
that's the only thing when I look at him that I save. I'm just like, bro, man, like you at that size, athleticism, can jump, long wingspan. You mean to tell me, excuse me, you mean to tell me you don't want to lock in on that side too? I start be having an issue with some of these players, man. I just be having that issue. He said I can't help it. Y'all know I'm biased as hell. Yeah, we already know. We already know. But yeah, man, I didn't reach my hour and a half. Now I'm starting to get hoarse to talking, but I want to see them. I want to see them fight. So I'm gonna go running before I watch that AB fight though. So I'm gonna
You got
wrap
time.
this joint up. get my butt up off here, let you, because I know you doing a live right now on your end too, right?
Well, I'm on Instagram over here. Yeah, I'm on Instagram. Hmm.
Okay, okay. Yeah. So now I'm gonna let you get back to cooking that, man. Get the I don't know how that work on Instagram Live. I might start doing both and start doing like YouTube and IG Live but I don't think they'll allow you to have like a dual chat where you see both. Or maybe I gotta figure it out. Maybe it
Yeah,
works that way.
they
I gotta
do
see.
with StreamYard. You could, yeah, you can have Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at the same time, as long as you're keeping it clean.
Okay.
Because Facebook guidelines is crazy.
No, I
You
won't do
say,
Facebook.
yeah,
I'll do
you can,
Instagram and
yeah,
YouTube.
Instagram cool because you can say something simple on Facebook and they block you. Yeah, they guidelines are just crazy. But I appreciate you, my brother, man. Go ahead and get your run in, champ. You know, I'm always gonna be here for you. You support me, man, so I'm gonna for sure support you the best way I could, anytime I could, my brother. Like I said, you're a good dude, man. And we're gonna do our best to run you up, champ.
No, I definitely appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it, man. I appreciate, as usual, everybody that showed up, anybody catching the playback, my brother Monty popping in and hopping on the live with me. Again, I appreciate any and all support, man. They could always be. Quee say y'all should switch to melon streaming and service. I be seeing it, man, but it be. I see like so when I was looking at it, right, like on some of the things, like it lags on my end when I click something. And so that's why I looked at it and was like doing a little free trial of it. But I don't know, maybe the pay one is different. But no, I appreciate everybody coming through. Again, catching the playback. I appreciate you. Hit the like button, sub to the channel. If you are in the chat now, again, appreciate you being here and rocking out with me for an hour and 40 minutes pretty much. Appreciate everybody catching the videos, hitting the like button on them joints. If you don't know, I do prediction videos, just more so out of fun. But I've been dropping way more content lately of things that's going on, things that's happened, things that's happening, or things I think that's coming up. So just trying to diversify that point, man, but definitely trying to make sure I put out more and more or as much content as I can. I think I may start trying to do my 2-a-day live. I do it Fridays, 2 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern. I think I'm gonna try and throw either a Sunday or a Tuesday in there as well. I might, if I do a Tuesday, I might jump into a daytime slot for that just to, switch it up. I ain't talking boxing. So whoever either catching basketball or cross, saying sports lovers in general might slide through. We'll see, but I'll keep everybody tuned in for that. So y'all know what time or when that'll be happening. But Quee said he even has a built-in soundboard. Okay, I'll look into it, Quee. I'll look into it. But I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. Appreciate it again, my brother Monty hopping up on the panel with me, man. So I will catch everybody later. Y'all enjoy your Friday, man. Y'all stay safe, stay blessed, and y'all know what it is, man. We up out of here.